What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here, and welcome back to some more This Is the Police. Slaughterhouse quarantined. Mad cow scare. Not enough beds in animal shelter. Research. Children learn the bad more easily than the good. And that's of course the same. I don't think it's even worth checking that anymore, to be fair. Too tired, gonna go home? No, afraid not. I need you for the assault stuff. Ah, shit. I need 5, really. I can't do it. So I could have sent him home anyway. A man with a pump-action shotgun and a large hunting knife entered the offices of Trustberg Insurance. He sat in the corner and demanded they call the police. "Oh dear, we aren't insured for this," whispered the company's director over the telephone. "If that psycho injures someone, the doctor's bills will bankrupt us." I don't think he's going to injure anyone. At the end of the day, he wants you to call the police, so he just wants to be arrested. Or he wants to kill the police. I guess we've got one guy staying behind. Okay. Can't do that, I don't have 3 people spare, sorry. I guess I'll send you in as backup. I know it'll take him longer to get back, but, you know, he'll get his professionalism up, so... Got him. An elderly woman said that she was accosted by someone right in the middle of the mall. I was approached by a strangely dressed man who offered to help me choose something for special tea. I ran away as fast as I could. So it's a guy trying to sell you tea. Okay. 2 cars got into a minor accident and the drivers got out to investigate. After a long verbal altercation, one man grabbed a tyre iron and smashed the other man's skull, and then rushed to the victim's car, where a frightened woman with 2 children were sitting, and started trying to force his way inside. Okie doke, let's go get him then. That should be enough. And that needs 3 people, perfect. Jack, my friend, the mayor's office slashed our budget again, and we've had to fire 5 guards. Now we've got problems in the kitchen. Prisoners are revolting over the food quality. If I could call in some of your cops to informally serve as guards, they'd come in very handy. If the prisoners start to riot again, and any word of it goes beyond my walls of the prison, my career is over. My senior guards will teach your boys a few tricks. The experience will certainly be useful to them in their future service to the city. Things aren't easy for either of us with this scumbag mayor we're stuck with, so I hope I can count on you. You sure can, bud. And the other one was a false alarm as expected. I meant to read that, but it's fine, it was probably just someone selling tea as expected. So, we got that guy. Of course, it was a very tough day, but we learned a heck of a lot of useful techniques to deal with the trash we run into on the streets. Well, that's good then. Although it did make you more tired. Oh, I don't think they're even coming back for the day, that's a bit shit. I thought they would. A woman reports that a few big guys found a bum on the street and are beating his arms and legs while they laugh. Oh god, one of them just got a gun from his belt and he's shoving it in the homeless man's face. Okie doke. It's a shame I can't do this though, because I need 2 more people. Let's try to figure some of this shit out. Okay, some interesting info on that. His office is directly across from the courthouse, so I might be able to snipe him from there, because his window overlooks the courthouse. But I'm going to wait for more information to see if there's anything else. And they did that perfectly, great. But Glenn is extremely tired at this point, so I'm going to leave him alone and let him rest. But I'll make Chin work. Everyone else is too tired, so they probably won't show up anyway. I'll get Wolf to work the next shift. I doubt Mole or Moody would show up if I make them work, so I'll just leave them be. LGBT activists plan Pride March in Freeburg Centre. Escaped prisoner hid in an empty house posed as a realtor. And huge fish washes ashore, scientists dumbfounded. And of course that's the same. You're drunk and tired. Well, sure, go home. And I've been given a new stripe to give out. I'll save it for now. Oh, perfect. Nobody's a ghost hunter, really. Can't imagine they'll be useful, and of course you're taking money from me, because why wouldn't you? Mr. and Mrs. Collins recently divorced and are selling their house. While the agent was showing the home to potential buyers, the couple began quarrelling over nothing and started throwing utensils at each other. The fight escalated and the realtor called the police. Get these nuts out of here. They're scaring away the buyers. There's also a shooting as well, but I doubt I'll be able to get to it. So I'll just send them on that instead. Because usually with a shooting you have to have 3 or more officers. With a case as big as that. Let's just have a look at the new statement from the Ghost Hunter. I don't get it, why aren't the police doing anything? Enormous bursts of negative metaphysical energy have been channeling through St. John's Cathedral. Soon the Antichrist will be born. He will rise up through the roof, and from there the whole city will fall under his gaze. I think you're a bit of a nut job, mate, so that was useless. We arrested that couple, so I doubt they'll be back in time for this homicide though. Mrs. Cronkite was visiting the park with her granddaughter and witnessed a disgusting sight. A crowd of naked people were fucking right there in the middle of our beloved park. Lord Jesus, I'll never be able to sit on those benches again. Other witnesses reported sighting a group of Swedish activists from the FFF movement, Fuck for Forests. They organised public sexual acts to draw attention to the protests of deforestation and the disappearance of jungle ecosystems. Well, they don't. I can't go there anyway. But they just want to fuck in public and that's it. Can't sugarcoat it with another excuse, that's just plain and simple. An informant reports that a container is coming to the rail station filled with girls who are being sold as sex slaves. The package is under armed guard. Can I make it? No, of course not. And of course, the sex pests escaped. A woman reports seeing a strange man on the street who followed her on the way home. I barely had time to shut the entryway door, but he's still standing out front. I can see him through my window. Come over and deal with him. I kinda don't believe you, I'm afraid. I think there's more to it than that. And I was right not to. The strange man was just a new tenant of the apartments. He's just a harmless programmer who forgot his keys. And people died on that trafficking case, of course. An unkempt man snatched an elderly woman's bag and tried to escape, but she was able to catch up with him. The man pulled out a gun and shot the woman in the stomach, and then he hid in an abandoned house. The punk is still in there and hears a wino outside, tearing his shirt and saying he'll throttle the man with his bare hands. Okay, we're on the way. Sit tight. And they caught that guy, of course. And that's the end of the day. Nice. I'll make these two work the next shift, because there's a few tired people, and I doubt they'll be showing up. Glenn probably definitely won't show up. City Medical Director, tuberculosis epidemic threatens Freiburg, Moonlight Soccer Stadium hosts regional athletics tournament, and Bigfoot Athletic Shoe Shop stiffs orphanage. Well, that's just fucked.
Jack Boyd, Freiburg Police Chief.
Jack, it's me. I'm so glad you're alive. Jack, look, I wanted to... Well, the situation is Laura left, Jack. She went out of town and she's not coming back. She said she didn't want to see the children. She says she doesn't want to hurt them. Well, I just thought that you needed to know.
It doesn't matter. It's too late. But thank you for calling, Mrs. Markham.
Look, Jack, I can't let things drop like that. I swear, I didn't have anything to do with that terrible attack. That day, Laura came to the restaurant, waited for you about an hour, and I was with her the whole time. You do believe me, right, Jack?
Frankly, I don't care, Mrs. Markham. I really don't. Take care of yourself.
Well, damn. I guess that's fair. He has kind of moved on now, so... And Percy's a little shit. So is Chin. And you're too tired, of course you are. I'm going to have to keep you in though, I'm afraid. And then I'll give the stripe to Fistbunch, because that might prevent him from coming in drunk. It might give him some more motivation to treat his work seriously. Yeah, whatever. Who shall I fire today? It's a bit of a tough choice, really. I guess I'll fire Bailey, because she's the worst one on the team, even though she's new. Sorry, Bailey. Formal complaint. Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarising ourselves with the circumstances of the case. But why? Who the fuck is doing that? Mr. Mordeef came to pick up his son, who's having trouble learning to tie his shoelaces. The father became hysterical and started slapping the boy's face. You idiot, look at you, you can't even tie your shoes. We'll be a better teacher then. Off we go. And I can't do this because I don't have enough people, of course. And it's a former judge, he would have been properly useful. And you did that perfectly good. I was thinking about completely restarting this game and then getting back to this point and hopefully be in a better standing than I am now. But since I'm near the end of the game, I don't know if that's really worth it at this point. I don't think there's much more left of the game, so I'll just try to stick it out. Thanks to an anonymous tip, we've learned that one of our abandoned factories is now home to a counterfeit ring. Operating on an industrial scale, the criminals are armed and dangerous. Lovely. Can we go there? Yes, we can. Full force. Let's hope for the best. And they did it. Good. A black sedan rammed into a truck on a bridge and exploded soon after. We received several reports from the area that the driver was a suicide bomber and his accomplices are somewhere nearby. Well, let's go find them and round them up then. But yeah, if I remember right, I think there's only 180 days in this game, so only 10 more left. So it's not really worth starting again, is it? Although it would probably make the end game a lot easier, if I could get myself in a better standing. More officers and stuff. But as I said, I'm just going to try to stick it out. Get to the end. Hope for the best. And that's the end of the day, but sure, I'll send someone there. I don't know if I'm on my way to a bad ending or something, I don't know. I don't know how many endings are actually in this game, but I reckon the next shift will be a bad day. There's only 2 people, so I'm going to have to make you work. I can't make Glenn work because he's shattered. I'll just make Mole and Wolf work the next shift to make sure I've got detectives for the assault info stuff. And I'll leave this episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, hoodoo, bitch. Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Hoodoo, bitch. Let's